Hi, Jason. My name is Rosie Cameron, and I am a part of your group for this project. I viewed your debate video, and there were a couple of things that you mentioned that I would like to provide just a small rebuttal on. The first would be government assistance programs. I believe you specifically mentioned food stamps. I, for one, believe that if the minimum wage rate was raised, that the participation in government assistance programs would be decreased, and that individuals that are currently on those programs would either find ways to either come off those programs as a whole or minimize the assistance that they're receiving. As I said in my video, in 2017, there was a reporting of approximately 52 million Americans that participated in government assistance programs. Could you imagine just how that rate could decrease if individuals that take part in those programs were receiving $15, I would even say $10 to $12 an hour, or to assist them with buying things such as food for the household, amongst certain other items that they may be receiving assistance on. Another thing you talked about was keeping the economy going. I believe that in raising the minimum wage rate, it would help a lot to keep the economy going, keep it strong, make it stronger if so. Think about it. Individuals that could make more could benefit from a higher debt to income ratio, which would aid in them receiving maybe financing, maybe even paying cash or some sort, for items such as purchasing their first home, purchasing a car, because I do believe you mentioned individuals getting back and forth to work. Just imagine if they have the means to either purchase a cash car or finance a car. When it comes to putting back into the economy, they may be able to come to a point to where receiving more in pay could assist them in investing in certain items such as stocks and bonds, which again aids towards a stronger economy. You also mentioned, I believe, the loss of jobs. I don't necessarily agree that individuals making more would potentially, I guess you would say, contribute to the rise in the unemployment rate. I believe that it would help to stabilize the unemployment rate because individuals would be more committed to staying on their current jobs. When it comes to less stress, because I believe you mentioned that, I can kind of, guess from personal experience, say that I believe that raising the minimum wage rate would help to relieve stress. I currently work for an institution who raised the minimum wage rate up to $15 an hour for entry level employees. That took a lot of stress off management, took a lot of stress off of the executive board. More so, it took stress off of the individuals that was making that lesser amount. I've seen commitment levels rise. I've seen work and home life balance kind of find it a happy place for those individuals. And all of that was due to an increase in the minimum wage rate at my current institution. Um, you also talked about smaller companies possibly going out of business. Again, I would have to disagree. I know that, of course, for small business, that bottom line is so important for them to maintain. But I would have to say that if they were to increase the pay of their employees in turn would again have stronger commitment levels to keeping the business thriving. That would in turn, those employees would provide a top quality experience to the customers, which will keep the customers coming back wanting to do business with that small business. So, yes, with all changes of any type, something is going to have to give. But at the same time, I believe that if a small business has a reputation like no other and they have a strong following, that raising the minimum wage rate wouldn't be a problem for them. Um, Thanks for taking part in the debate. I look forward to continuing this project. Have a good evening.